Gary, a game that never really seemed to get going until the last 10 minutes or so. What's your thoughts on today's game?
I thought we dominated the game in terms of possession. They sat in, made it really difficult for us. Looked to hit us on the counter, hit us with a set piece. I thought in general we defended those pretty well. We stopped a lot of counter-attacks. We were competitive, much more competitive than when we played them last time. And just that final bit, really, I thought, second half we were much better in terms of the speed we played at, and that was my message to the players. We have to start like that. There's still that period of uncertainty and lack of belief where I want the players to go out from the first minute and play with the intent they played second half. But they gave absolutely everything to win the game. We created some really good chances to score and just couldn't put it in the back of the net. So we'll take it as 4 games unbeaten at home. We have to take it and move on to 2 difficult away games.
I think Vill made a good save and Lyle Taylor had a volley wide. But other than that, Cambridge didn't really threaten us too much today. Is that even more frustrating that we weren't able to kill the game off?
Yeah, well, that's what the possession does. It stops the other team from attacking you. It doesn't guarantee you create chances. And that's where, with that possession, we have to be much more creative. We have to take much more risk in their half and in their final third in particular. We need to be more aggressive in our 1v1 players. We need to get at people much quicker and put them under pressure. And then, we got balls in the scoring zone second half, and keeper made a brilliant save from Ben. We had other shots that were, hitting off people, and we just couldn't manage to put it in the net.
Plenty of corners today. I think we had 3 inside the first 2 minutes, really. A lot of them were played short, which some paid off, some didn't. But actually, our 2 best chances today probably came when the ball was delivered straight into the box, none more so than that header from Ben right at the end.
Yeah, well, statistically, it's the best chance of scoring by taking the corner shot. So we haven't been great at attacking the ball, so that's why we kind of worked that. I felt they could have, at times, switched it up, and we did have that option to put it in when we created more space in the box. But we created a good chance for Jack and the players again. I think our aim was to pass it into the box more, and too often we took the safe option. If we pass into the box and run into the box, we ask a question. I thought we could have had a penalty with one of them where we played it into the box and they make a tackle that I've seen those penalties given. So yeah, we have to keep doing what we believe in is going to give us the best chance of scoring. And I said to the players, there was obviously some negativity from them, but the players stuck to it. They kept doing what we'd worked on. But for that final pass into the box and being more brave in our approach, I think they were decent and to a level.
Dion Rankin looked really lively when he came on in the second half. Was the decision to start him from the bench today based on that little knock that you got at Blackpool last week?
Yeah, he felt his hamstring late in the game at Blackpool, and that's why he came off. And obviously with what happened early season, we have to be very careful with Dion. He's such an explosive player and he gives us so much in 1v1 situations. And I thought he was brilliant when he came on. He was a real threat down that right hand side and got crosses in the box where on another day I think we scored from them.
In terms of January transfer window, we know you're looking for that striker. Does the need for that feel slightly greater after today?
Yeah, it's always been there. I think we need better, options in the attacking third. I think we need more options in there to give us options from the bench, to give us competition to start the game. So it's still an area we're looking, and it's definitely an area that we will find players, and come the end of January we'll have more options in that area.
Another clean sheet at home, which is of course a bonus. Man of the match performance from Zach Jules as well, which he certainly earned. Is it pleasing that we're keeping more clean sheets? I think that's 10 for the season now.
Yeah, it's pleasing. We're 4 games unbeaten here. We went a really difficult run, not so long ago. So to turn that round since Boxing Day and at least be unbeaten at this stadium, I think is positives. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 3 clean sheets here in that time? So I think that's a positive and that's a foundation to build on. Clearly there's areas we have to get better in the final third, but it's not for a want of trying. The players are giving absolutely everything. We have to get back to the training ground and work on different things, take more risks in the final third, and obviously, like you said about January, make sure we bring in players that give us more options and more competition in that area.
I think you touched on it there. It feels like we're getting it right at one end, but we're not far away from getting it right at the other.
Yeah, look, I think this was a good performance. You can't come at this stadium and not think that we played well for large parts of this game, but for putting it in the net. So you have to back the players on what they tried to do today and how they went about it. we were very competitive. We had to fight for second balls. They're a team that puts the ball forward and makes you defend, and all over the pitch. I thought we were brilliant at doing that. But then the bravery we showed to then take a touch and pass the ball, in the middle of the pitch, Jack, TC, Luke Harris, getting it down, playing, asking questions of defenders, and then it's that little bit at the end, which is the hardest bit in football that we have to get right. And at the moment, it's just not falling for us. We're just not playing with that conviction to get it in the net. But I've seen a lot of football matches, and I thought we did a lot of things right today, and we have to continue that progress into 2 difficult away games, and if we do that, I'm sure we'll pick up points.
Just finally then on those 2 games, Bristol Rovers on Tuesday, followed by Barnsley, 2 very tough places to go. Bristol Rovers, our opponent, we've always had some very entertaining games with, and it's a place that we always are well supported by the fans. It should be a good game and something we can build on from this one.
Yeah, definitely. I just said to the players, it's disappointing, the result, but that's football. You cannot guarantee the result. What we ask of the players is that they perform, and we ask them to give us certain things in different moments of the game, and we will review that tomorrow with them. But after seeing it live, I think the players ticked a lot of boxes today, and the effort and the commitment and the way we competed was there. So there's little details that we have to get better at, without a doubt, and we'll discuss them tomorrow. We'll work on them, and we'll be ready on Tuesday to go and try and win a game away from home.
Thanks a lot, Gary.
Thank you.